Welcome to DC.
Hello YouTube. Here we are again, the Hottest Duo, back with another scrumptious menu. I am Sterling, and this is...
I'm Missy/Sharice. I know some people have mentioned that I'm going by, one or two names. I'm both. Missy, Sharice. And tonight, we are going to have DC pulled pork. We are not natives of the South. We have family down the South, but we are born and raised in the Chocolate City, so we're going to have DC pulled pork. We're going to do the vinegar sauce with that because we don't like, we like to top the pulled pork with barbecue sauce, but, the vinegar is the better sauce. We're going to do coleslaw and just some Bush's baked beans because that's all we have. If we had time, we'd do more. So we're going to do the ingredients across the screen as always, and then we will get started. Be ready?
Right here, we ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. DC, the home is...
I have a pork rub that we usually keep already pre-mixed in the cabinet. We originally started off with like a McCormick pork rub, but it was sweet and I don't like sweet meat. So this pork rub that he's using now has a little salt, pepper, paprika, chili powder, cumin, just kind of the normal barbecue spices is in the rub. So he's going to rub the meat down and we're going to let it sit for about 20 minutes. Due to lack of time, we're going to cook it in the pressure cooker, but we're going to show you that in a minute. And we're going to get started with our vinegar sauce. This meal is technically one that you would probably plan ahead, but this is a weeknight. Once again, we're still snowed in, so we're going to make it work. I'm going to put a half a cup of water in a saucepan. This is how we're hoping to speed up the fact that this isn't sitting for a couple days. I'm going to do a half a cup of white vinegar in the pan, and then I'm going to do a half a cup of apple cider vinegar in the pot. So that's in there.
This is one of those things that you might want to measure. You don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
So with the vinegar, measure it just a little bit so you can have your tried and true recipe.
So we're going to do some crushed red pepper flakes in there, some salt.
That's about a tablespoon of salt.
Yeah, I actually think I did less. Some pepper. And I'm going to do some hot sauce. We have this garlic hot sauce hanging in the back of the cabinet, so we're going to go ahead and put some of that in there. Technically, I wouldn't put water in here, but because it's going to boil down, I wanted to have something to cut that. So I'm going to let it boil for maybe 20-30 minutes. We'll see how this works. The last time we did this, we did have a container sitting for at least a day before we ate the meat, and it was great. And we oven roasted our pulled pork, but today we don't have time. So we're going to get that working, and Sterling is going to go ahead and get the coleslaw working while the meat is still sitting. So coleslaw next.
So now I'm going to get started on the coleslaw. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a half a bag of the coleslaw. Then, it's about half a bag right there. Then, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of mayo. That's 1. That's 2. Yeah, I'm going to use celery seed just for seasoning. Salt and pepper. Salt. Then I'm going to use a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and a teaspoon of milk plus a pinch of sugar. If you're looking for a bolder taste, lay off the sugar. If you like the sweetness of the coleslaw, you want to add more sugar.
So we have this electric pressure cooker here, courtesy of my husband for Christmas. And I've set it to the browning feature, and I'm going to sear the meat. I'm going to put it in there and sear it on both sides for about a minute or two on each side. And then I'm going to add some liquid and we're going to put it under pressure. So as you can see, the meat is seared in the pressure cooker. So we're going to go ahead and add, I have a little bit of Sterling's Heineken. We're going to go ahead and add that to the bottom of the pot, because this pressure cooker has to have liquid. And we're going to go ahead and add a few drops of our liquid smoke. That looks great. I'm going to turn the pressure onto high for about, what do you think, 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
We're going to turn that on the high for 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put the top on.
Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and open up these Bush's baked beans. Get these up in the pot so we get these steaming over here. Get that on. Bush's baked beans, they're naturally good, so you really don't have to add much to it. Add to the taste, whatever's your, whatever floats your boat.
So I'm doing a little self-taping now. The meat, let's see if it's working. The pressure cooker is now finished, and I'm letting it naturally release with pressure, meaning I'm not going to press like this little pressure valve that's up there. I'm not going to release it. I'm going to let it release naturally. So we'll see the meat when it comes out. The beans are on. The slaw's ready. I put some buns in the toaster. Sorry. I put some buns in the toaster. Oh, maybe I should look here or there or there or there. And there's Sterling. It's probably upside down. But anyway, so as soon as this meat comes out, how about this? How about I show you what it's like when I release it? Watch this. Watch this. Here's when you release the pressure. Ready, go. Okay, loser.
So we put this meat, the pork, under pressure for an extra 30 minutes, which equaled up to about an hour. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and just shred the pork.
And the pressure cooker really, you see that? You see how he's able to shred that meat just with 2 forks? This pressure cooker is amazing. This will probably take, 3-4 hours at least. But he's shredding up the meat. I still have a little bit of the liquid in the pressure cooker sizzling. If you can see, excuse me, a little bit of the, I think I said that, a little bit of the liquid sizzling. And we're going to put the pork back in this juice with some of that vinegar sauce. And then by the time we come back, you're going to see a fantastic meal. So I'm plating up these things. You see I have the beans in there. You can see this pulled pork in there nice and shredded. That DC pulled pork. I want mine topped with some of this coleslaw. We let the coleslaw sit for an hour. I like my coleslaw right on top. Do you want yours on top?
Put mine on the side. Put it on the side.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little extra dish. Once again, no fancy dishes. We in the house chilling. You know how we do. So, next time you see us, we're going to be on that couch. Bloop, bloop. Hey, y'all. Meal is plated. American Idol about to come on. So, once again, we have our DC pulled pork.
DC pulled pork.
Our coleslaw. Slaw coal, as Jasmine would like to call it.
Slaw coal.
And some Bush's baked beans. We got a little devil spit here, courtesy of 5 Fingers over here. You know where this came from.
Devil spit.
In the bottle and everything. Straight from Famous Dave's. And then this is like a little pepper barbecue sauce, We put them both out there. We still sipping on a little something we got to get rid of. But other than that, this meal is going to be great. We have been tasting it all in the thing. In the kitchen.
I'm ready to eat!
Alrighty then. Let me sing my song. We in a love shack, love shack. We made that song up especially for days that we've been snowed in. I made it up. He the backup days.
Love shack.
Whatever. Alright. Peace, guys.
Peace.
Hollis Duo out.